Well, now it's time to format the text in the story. What I've done here is simply pick the text tool and change the font used for Wine of the Month to an Arial font. If you look up here in the control box, I've made the font a little larger from 12 point to 14 point there for the name of the wine, and done the same here and the same over on the right hand side in that second column. So each wine description and pricing and so on is in the same text. We'll have a lot more to say about text styles and things in our more advanced courses, and this is a somewhat inelegant way to do things. It's probably an appropriate time to just click in that text and click, and remind you that if we click Edit and Edit Story in the Story Editor, we move from the page layout straight into the Story Editor. I'll close that because it's really a topic for later. What we now want to do is dress this page up with an appropriate image, and I've put one called 01.tiff here. So we'll go File and Place, and 01.tiff, or sorry, it's 02.tiff, is a photograph of a meal. You might use one of our red wines in as a companion with this meal. Looks as though it may be I was going to say as a sweet, but I guess with some basil on the top it's unlikely to be. It's a bit sophisticated for my tastes. Now what have I done? I'll just edit and undo that replace. Probably had the wrong thing selected, so I'll click out here, get away from there. What we're wanting to do is to put that image file down there. So it's File and Place, and we'll pick O2, Open, and here's our little symbol. I wasn't concentrating. So now we're going to put the image of that food plate down there in a frame on that right hand side. We need again to go to Fittings, so it's Object, Fitting, and Fit Content Proportionally. Quite like that it's lined up with the left of the text. I'll just bring that one in there to trim things, and we'll do our usual trick of view and hide the frame edges and hide the guides, and that will give us a reasonable idea of our page layout. I'm relatively happy. I think what I would do is move the bottle, the masthead bit, further to the top of the page, but that may encroach on the margin. We shall see. But I'm sure you would agree things are starting to look relatively elegant. So you might like to try that. Save it as Wine Newsletter Stage 3, and so we creep up on things. We've got our first page done. Now it's only a matter of applying the same principles to pages 2, 3 and 4.